What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Eagles fans, today is the day. Today is the day. The draft starts today. Round one is here. And man, it's an important day for us. It's an important day for the entire NFL, but it's a really important day for us. How we cannot screw this up. Now, I've done a mock draft really quick. The draft starts in about a little less than an hour. I did one final mock draft for y'all just to see, just to show y'all where my head is at, just to show y'all where I believe Howie Roseman head should be at. So I'm gonna get this in and get up out of here because I got a draft party to attend myself. But I want to make sure I got this out to the fans. So without further ado, let's roll this intro. Let's get started. Yo, 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 yo. What's happening? Like I said, today is a big day. It's draft day. It's finally here. And I don't know about y'all, but since we lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I've been waiting on this day for months on end. I've been waiting to see what we going to do. At one point, we had 3 first-round draft picks. Now we down to 2 because Howie Roseman decided to trade a first-round pick to get another first-round pick for next year, which I wasn't too much of a big fan of, but I kind of understood, you need a backup plan for Jalen Hurts. And if Jalen Hurts is that dude, you got another first round pick for next year. So I'm not too mad about it. But all that means is you got to hit on these picks today. We don't need no more Jalen Ragers. We don't need no more Barnetts. We don't need no more bust picks, is what I'm getting at. We don't need no more of those. We need to come out here. We need to grab the best talent available. And that's what I did in my mock. Now, like I said before, I said this to y'all before, and I'll say it again. I'm looking at this draft like we need 2 major pieces in this first round. Yes, linebacker would be nice. Yes, defensive tackle, edge rusher, all of that would be nice. But all of that can be addressed in later round. Safety, if we don't get Honey Badger, that could be addressed in the later round. But for right now, we need a receiver. We need a cornerback. That's where my head is at. So without further ado, I'm going to roll my draft real quick. I'm going to throw mine up here the first couple rounds. And this is where my head is at. Now, if you watched the earlier show, the show I put up last week, I said we should move up and trade for Sauce. I still believe that. But PPF mock draft, man, they got Sauce going number 3 overall. I mean, he went too quick. He went way too quick. We're not trading into the top 3. I think we'll be able to trade into like top 10. Maybe even get up to 6, trade with Carolina. But outside of that, I don't see us getting in the top 3. So if he go that early, we not getting Sauce. And after Sauce went off the board, it kind of made me look like maybe I should just stay where I'm at. And that's what I decided to do. So with the first pick, I told y'all we need to go receiver. We got to go receiver right here. So I went with that boy Chris. From Ohio State. I feel like he a dog. He the best route runner in the draft. Chris Olave, he that dude. I just think he that dude. Don't know why I got a C+. Probably because he's the number 21st ranked player on the board, and we got him at 15. But I didn't want to run the risk of not taking him and him not being on the board when it was time for us to pick again. Jamison Williams wasn't on the board, so I didn't go with him. Obviously. I just felt like, Garrett Wilson also is a guy that I would not mind drafting at all today. He also was not on the board when it came my turn to pick. So I ended up not making no trades. I wanted to, but I decided to not make any trades. Stingley also went very early. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stand pat. I'm going to get that boy Chris with my first round pick. I'm going to get that boy Olave with my first round pick. I feel like that's a solid pick. And then, like I said, we got to go corner. A lot of the corners was off the board. Like I said, Stingley was off the board. Sauce was off the board. But that boy, Andrew Booth Jr., is a dog as well from Clemson. He's a baller. He might be a little undersized, but he can tackle. He makes plays. He plays bigger than his size. He plays a lot bigger than how big he actually is. So I went with Andrew Booth Jr. right there. I feel like that was a great pick. And if they make these 2 picks in the first round, I'm happy. I don't know about y'all, Eagles fans. But if those are the 2 picks they make, in today's draft or in the first round of the draft, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. You need somebody to play opposite Darius Slay. You need somebody to play opposite of Devontae Smith. I just think those are your two biggest needs. I feel like those are your two biggest needs right there, right? But I continued on because I wanted to go into the later rounds just so y'all can see where my head was at and how I wanted to approach the rest of this draft, right? So I went ahead and, in round 251, I got Nick Benito, man. I got Benito, man. I think he's a great player, edge rusher from Oklahoma. Been studying a bit up on him. We need another edge rusher, so if he's there in the second round, I'm not mad at that pick. I'm not mad at that. Obviously, you see I got an A- for that pick. He's ranked 38 on the big board. We got him at 51. That's a still at 51. That's a still at 51. So I had to go there. Then in the third round, we got 2 third-round picks. Now I feel like Howie's gonna end up trading one of these picks, but I didn't trade him because 2 of the players that I wanted was still on the board. I managed to get that boy Brian Cook, safety. Again, some insurance in case we don't get Tyrod Matthew, which at this point I don't know if it's gonna happen or not. But some insurance there. And then I went and got JoJo DeMond because he's a dog. He could play at the line. He could play linebacker. He can defend tight ends here and there. He could drop back in coverage. So as you see, overall, I got a B+ so far for this draft. I want to just do the first couple rounds. I didn't want to do, the whole draft just yet because after day 1, this is gonna change probably. Some of these players might not be available. I might see a couple more players that slipped from round 1 to round 2 that I might want in round 2 if they slip to us. And so, I wanted to wait to do the rest of the draft, but I wanted to give y'all my first round, my second, and my third because I wanted y'all to see where my head is and where I believe Howie Roseman's head is at. Now, like I said before, if Sauce Gardner falls to 6 overall today, I'm calling the Carolina Panthers and saying what you want for that pick. If I got to give you one of my thirds, I'm giving you one of my thirds for that pick. If I got to give you a player, I'm giving you a player for that pick. That's what I'm doing. I may even consider doing the same thing for Stingley. It just depends on how everything falls. But if it's falling like, hey, we can get one of these guys, preferably Sauce, I'm making that move. So that's where my head is at. And then again, Chris Olave, the boy's a dog. But again, I'm not mad if we get Garrett Wilson. I'm not mad if we get Treylon Burks. I think that's a little high to grab him at 18. But if he's the best receiver on the board, I'm taking him. Jameson Williams, I'm not mad at that pick either. But you cannot come out and say, we believe in Jalen Hurts. We believe Jalen Hurts is the guy and not give him another first-round receiver to work with. Obviously, Rager not working out. Quez is solid, but he's got room to grow. Devontae Smith is a great young receiver, no doubt. But you need somebody else. You need somebody outside of him that would assist him so he can get more one-on-one coverage instead of the defense shifting to his entire side of the field because he's your best receiver and he's the only one who can consistently get separation. So you gotta go get Hurts another weapon. If you put it like this, if we got Chris Olave, he catching one of them game winners. If we got Treylon Burks, he catching one of them game winners against the Giants. We can force feed those guys the ball like we tried to force feed regular ball in the playoffs, and they'll make plays. We got to make this move. And can we get Rager out of here today? Like, what's the hold up on that? Let's get him out of here today if we can. Throw him in there, for to trade up. If we trade up, throw him in there as an extra little asset for a team. If we, while we trying to trade up. So we're gonna see how this unfold. This is a big day. How we can't screw this up. He can't screw this up. He just can't. He cannot screw this up. I think this is probably the deepest draft I've ever seen, if I'm being honest. You could do a lot of things right. You could do a couple things wrong. So we're going to see, but I got faith, man. Positive affirmations. I think the Eagles go out there and do what needs to be done today. Even if you go out there and get a defensive end, I'm not pissed at it, depending on who the defensive end is or defensive tackle. I'm not pissed at it, but just make sure you get a receiver at the very least. Get your receiver at the very least, and we got something to work with. So that's what I got for y'all today, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling today. Subscribe to the channel, obviously. Like, share, comment. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know how y'all feeling, how much confidence we got coming into this draft. And y'all already know I got coverage for y'all. Maybe not today because, again, I'm having a draft party. But after the day, I'll definitely be back to recap the first round and the rest of the draft. So I'm out. Catch y'all later. Go Birds.